video. Um, yeah, I'm trying. But I just want to take a real moment to just do like a deep dive and a reflection. I'm reminded of a scripture today. Child, y'all see that right there. It's been, my skin just been exploding lately. I don't know, chill. But, it is what it is, right? But I'm reminded of a scripture, when they say, get the two by four out of your eye, right? Because a lot of us, we don't know how to get the two by four out of our eye. When we get ready to pass judgment on other people, we have not really thought about the ways in which we are toxic. It's easy for us to look at someone else's example and for us to say, "Oh, this is toxic. We don't like this. This is a problem. This is problematic. This is wrong." So, yesterday, after Flame had came on to the live, I felt compelled to make a post, just to celebrate Flame, because this is not the first time that they have engaged with me in a positive way on my platform. Like, there's been a few times, over the years that they have, came out, and just publicly, lovingly, and thoughtfully engaged with my content. And I appreciate that, um, and I appreciate, someone who has accomplished the things that Flame has accomplished, seeing me, because it's a lot of girls who have accomplished a lot less. And, they see me, they watch every video and won't say my name, have not acknowledged me, and very, very much monitoring spirits. Like your good Brianna Jenkins. That's one of the monitoring spirits, that has followed my platform for years. And girl, I can't remember the last time that this lady um has given, what's her last name? Eon. It's been eons since that bitch has given any type of support. But I digress, and was quick to, go and scurry off and go and get Diamond, to have Diamond to come on my platform with that foolishness. Like, I was supposed to bail my head and not say anything. Like, I was supposed to bow my head and not say anything when Diamond came on here. Like, I didn't have that same smoke for Diamond. Like, I couldn't say it with my chest 10 toes down. Or like when Diamond came on the platform, I was all of a sudden just gonna get quiet and I was gonna stop talking. But hey, Erin, how you doing? Thank you so much. But right, say it with your chest. So but yeah, I made a comment, I made a post acknowledging Flame Monroe yesterday, and I want to take a little time to do a deep dive into why I made that post. And I just want to highlight some things that are real in the trans community. And I only have on a little mascara, a little lip gloss. So if y'all see some little acne going on, some little things going on, charge it to me having a human experience. Get out my mug, get out my skin. But girl, you get what you get. You see a little peach fuzz, you see a little acne, you get what you get. Because I'm not trying to live up to a false expectation of what it means to be feminine or what it means to be a woman. You get what you get. You get what you get. I got on some chicken bone earrings. I got on some beads around my head. And I got on a little mascara. You get what you get. A man, a woman. But anyway, it's to me, in our community, and this is no shade to Laverne Cox. This is no shade. I chose her picture because I want us to understand how we as a trans community, y'all are most offended by pronouns. Y'all talk about cooning, and y'all talk about being pick me's, and y'all talk about people serving the industry. Y'all love calling people out, but I'm looking at the self-hate, because with Sarah McBride's narrative with the white girl who's allowing herself to be called he and called a man, Y'all say that's classy. Acquiescing, however you say that word, and she's allowing herself to be called he and him and man and sir. And y'all say, oh, that's classy. Oh, she's above it, being called a he. But when a girl just gets in front of the narrative and say, you know what, y'all gonna call me he anyway, y'all gonna call me a man anyway, let me just go ahead and call myself a man. And that's very much what I get from Flame's narrative, because Flame came up during a different time. And a lot of y'all low key see yourselves as men. A lot of y'all low key see yourselves as men. Um, yeah, because I'm not dealing with the foolishness today, especially from people I don't know. Especially from people I don't know. Put user in timeout. Especially from people I don't know. Especially from people I don't know. Like if it's the first time I ever saw you on the channel, bye Felicia, bye girl. Anyway, um what I like about Flame is, just like, and this is not comparing Flame to Donald Trump, but you know what you get. You know what you're getting. Some girls see themselves as men, some girls see themselves as men. That's just the reality of it. Some girls see themselves as men, but at least Flame is a person who has the chutzpah and the gall to say the quiet part out loud. A lot of you girls see yourselves as men, and we know that you girls see yourselves as men because you girls continue to support the down low industry. You girls continue to support these men who fund you. You girls are always on Bigo. You girls are always in these girls groups talking about, like outing these men who give you coins, give you money. Like all of you girls who worship Father God, King Jesus, and you pray, you support the patriarchy, and you are still dabbling in the sex work industry. All you girls low key legit see yourselves as men. Let's just go ahead and keep it real. Y'all gotta be honest with yourself. Y'all see yourselves as men. That's why y'all support the patriarchy, and that's why y'all support Father God, King Jesus. Y'all support every day that your livelihood depends on a DL man. Every day that your livelihood. This is not me shaming sex work. This is me calling it what it is. How can you be an escort round here dating married men? This is not me shaming sex work, because I have said this before. But this is why I do it sparingly. Because I understand that when I acquiesce to that, when I support that, when I allow that to be my main source of income, and when that's how I survive off of DL men. Hey, Anandia, when I survive off of DL men, when I make my livelihood and my living off of DL men, and when I live to protect these DL men, because these DL men are the source of my livelihood, I am protecting the patriarch. And when I protect the patriarch, when I'm protecting the patriarch, I am saying, without saying, that I support the brotherhood. When I pride myself on that, living in this reality of having DL men to fly me out, and having DL men to take me here, and having DL men to do this for me, and having these men who, the only reason why they want to be seen with you, the only reason why they want to be in public with you, is because you have altered yourself in such a way that makes you passable. You have altered yourself and you're blending in. And so this is the only reason why they're comfortable with being seen with you. Because you've changed yourself and you're blending in to the toxic society that has been created by these halflings. At least Flame has the courage to say the quiet part out loud. Y'all all niggas, y'all all dudes that's supporting patriarchy. You pretty niggas. Put pretty niggas in the chat. Put pretty niggas in the chat. Y'all some pretty niggas. Some gorgeous ass niggas. You flunkies for patriarchy. But then y'all want to get on y'all posts and y'all want to say because Flame don't use the pronouns that y'all want. Because Flame from the old school, you know, in that generation, they believed in the law of dichotomy. The law of dichotomy states it's either left or right, it's either up or down, it's either black or white, it's either gay or straight. That's what the law of dichotomy states. And that was what was drilled into that generation's head. I know this because I'm almost 50 years old. And my elders who would not transition because they believed in the law of dichotomy. And that's what they taught us. That's what I heard growing up. I had a elder, we used to call her Miss Richard. Miss Richard was our elder. We used to gather at Miss Richard's house. We used to play cards with we used to play cards. Miss Richard used to cook for us. If we had pressure with each other, we had to go out in the yard and we had to fight each other. Then once we finished fighting each other, we made up. We went back inside. We ate together. And for all intensive purposes, Miss Richard was a matriarchal energy, but Miss Richard did not identify with female pronouns, but the energy was very much a matriarch. There was nothing about Miss Richard but her name and the body that she was born in that made her a fucking man. In every other way, Miss Richard was a matriarchal figure, but Miss Richard had been taught because Miss Richard had a penis that Miss Richard was a man, case closed, I'm a man. That is the era that Flame comes from. That's the era that Flame comes from. The rule of dichotomy states is or ain't. Is or ain't. There's no gray area. There's no in between. Is or ain't. So I understand that I have a sister, elder, a mentor to me, and I've said this before, who has taken hormones for 20 years, who lives as a woman. Pure matriarchal energy, is a nurturer, a caregiver. I mean, in every way, act like an old lady. Make that bitch mad. Because, bitch, at the end of the day, I'm still a man, bitch. At the end of the day, bitch, I'm still a man, oh. Because, bitch, I'm a man, bitch, and don't you ever fucking forget it. That's what you're going to get. The rule of dichotomy. They were brought up under the rule of dichotomy. But to not be able to have the foresight, to not be able to have the wisdom, to be able to see beyond what they can see because of how they were raised, some of y'all won't let go of the Christian religion. Some of y'all won't let go of the binary. Yet y'all don't understand why they won't let go being seen as a man. Let me say that again for the slow folk. Some of y'all won't let go of the binary. Some of y'all won't let go of these constructs. Some of y'all just won't let it go. You won't let go of Christianity. You won't let go of the religion because that's how you were raised. And somehow you think you're superior to these girls or you're more deserving to be centered than these girls because you can say, I'm a woman, 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 I'm a woman. I loves women's. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. Because you can do that. It's given very monolith. You allow these snake oil peddlers, these con artists, to center themselves in our movement. And we see how well that's worked out. You've allowed these snake oil peddlers to center themselves in the movement because they give you the rhetoric that you want. They give you the language that you want, but they're not warriors. They're not fighters. They're not 10 toes down. They just selling you a dream. They're just saying what you want to hear, to get a bag off of you. But when it comes time to put, but when it comes time to fight, when it comes time to really, really go to war, where are them bitches? They done moved to Mexico. Up, up, up. Girl, stop. Still dealing with DL men is pathetic and shameful at this point. DL men are bootleg, underdeveloped butch queens. Flame has mixed feelings with me. At first, I was fucking with her, but as I grew to understand her, I understand her identity and I respect her. But her message, yeah, but her message. I mean, yeah, because that's the generation Flame came from, and this is what we have to understand. Flame probably wouldn't be as vicious and cynical with the girls if the girls hadn't allowed colonial perspective and if the girls would have had more patience, the girls would have had more grace. If the girls wouldn't have been so thirsty to be respected as women under mass to get masses approval ups on the plantation. And I was one of those girls. I was one of those girls who jumped on the bandwagon, scared of, when I was trying to be this idea of what it meant to be a woman, and when I was trying to fit into this trans woman stereotype, when Flame's narrative first, when Flame's star first started to elevate, I was one of those girls who jumped on the bandwagon, and I was like, oh girl, she ain't one of us, girl. That's a butch queen. Da da da. I gave all that. Not even playing the whole tape and realizing that I had trans women back at home. Like I've never delineated from my respect from my elders back home. And I know when them hoes get mad, I know what they gonna say. I'm a man. Bitch, and don't you ever forget it because we were brought up in the Christian religion, and the Christian religion teaches us if you're born with a penis, that's where your power comes from. We see this in Madison's example. We see this in T.S. Madison's example. So when a girl says, I at the end of the day, I'm a man, that is her acknowledging her connection to the divine. That's because we've been conditioned to see the divine as a male figure. So when a girl retreats into that energy, that frequency, she's going into a space where she's been taught to believe where her power comes from. At the end of the day, I'm still a man. Females do the same thing. Females just don't say at the end of the day, I'm still a man. Females say, my father is with me. The girls just say, bitch, I am a father. But women who uphold the patriarchy, they do the same shit. My father with me. He's looking out for me. He's with me. Women from the old school. Oh, I got my father with me. Oh, he's watching over me. Don't mess with his child. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same energy. Potato, patata, tomato, tomato. But her delivery is very problematic, especially in half link spaces, and paint her to look like a fool and looks at the root of the rest of the T girls. So, but like we can't compare Flame to no damn Caitlyn Jenner. We can't compare Flame to Caitlyn Jenner. Like to compare Flame to Caitlyn Jenner, y'all down bad for that. Because Flame started, they transitioned young. Flame still black, and Flame came up during a time where they was dealing with racism that was not highly acknowledged. Flames comes from a different generation where racism was happening more prevalently, and there was no coverage for it, and there was no like protection for trans people and all of that. So Flame had to play chess in order to be in the industry. There were some things that Flame had to accept in order to advance, knowing that they wanted to be a part of the industry. Just like we seeing with Sarah McBride, but y'all say Sarah classy though. Flame is a black trans person, whether you want to say woman or not, trans person who has obviously blurred gender lines, who claims the trans community. And this is the gag. Y'all will give Big Frida trans. Y'all will give RuPaul the grapes and the props. Mother, that's mother, that's mother. I be seeing the trans girls in RuPaul comment section. I be seeing the trans girls in Big Frida comment section. I be hearing y'all giving them the pronouns and everything. And they don't even claim trans. Flame is a variable that keep y'all on y'all toes. Flame is a variable that don't make it easy for you children. You children better be up on your toes, cause Flame ain't making it easy. Flame had to get it out the mud, and you bitches gonna get it out the mud too. I may not think that that's, cause I say this all the time. Don't make it harder for me. Just because you had to go through all that shit don't make me have to go through that shit too. So I say this. But just because I say this, it doesn't mean that I can't understand the logic. It's the two by four in your own eye. We are not a monolith. Trans people are not monoliths. And then y'all always say she's not a woman, she's not a man. Okay, if y'all don't see her as a woman, fine. Sometimes I feel like Flame don't see herself as a woman. That's not a read. Flame say he, she, we. But to try to say that Flame is not trans, to try to say that Flame is not a trans person, that's where y'all is weird at. Because Flame has occupied different spaces. Flame has not just occupied men's spaces. Now, Flame has learned how to maneuver in men's spaces very well. Flame has learned how to get respect in men's spaces very well. And I'm thankful for Flame's example because it's showed me the things that I would do and the things that I won't do. I'm glad that Flame went through it first because some of the spaces that Flame have been in, some of the people that Flame have worked with, I would like to work with. Bitch, I would love to work with Dave Chappelle. Hell, I would love to work with Flame. There are people that Flame has worked with that I would like to work with. There are spaces that Flame has been in that I would like to be in. And to be clear, if I was to ever go into those spaces, now mind you, I'm not hard up. I'm not saying I want to be in those spaces tomorrow or even next year. I'm not hard up, but I'm just saying there are some spaces that Flame have been in that I would like to be in. But when I go into those spaces, I'm not I'm not doing the you calling me he. We're gonna argue about it. But I'm thankful that Flame have done the groundwork so you could have a little bit of respect. But we gonna have a conversation, and the conversation gonna go a little bit different. If you call me he and you are a man and you want to be called he, I'm going to call you sis. I'm going to call you ma'am. If you are a female and you want to be called she and you call me he, I'm going to call you he too. That's simple. It's not gonna be an argument. We're not gonna take all day. I'm not gonna demand you give me the right pronouns. We just gonna both be he. We just gonna both be she. I ain't arguing about gender. You misgender me. You call me a gender that I don't feel like I'm comfortable with. Bitch, we both gonna be that gender. And the gag is that y'all will celebrate Laverne, and Laverne to me, and this is not shade, I just have to play the whole tape. Y'all will celebrate Laverne, but Laverne's entire narrative in the public eye has been the palpable nigga, has been the Negro that white people can digest. I have never. I'm wondering. Did I'm wondering, like Laverne? It's like I know she wasn't brought up like that. Was her whole life was she like that? Like, girl, you grew up in Alabama. Like, I know a lot of girls from Alabama. You are nothing like any of the black girls that I've ever met from Alabama. You're nothing like any of the black. Laverne is nothing like any of the black girls that I've ever met from Alabama. And she's the feature. Y'all never had a problem with her. Always wearing blonde hair, always trying to be palatable for them. She gets all of these roles, and no tea, no shade. Sister really don't have no range. Like every role that she plays, she gives the same energy she give black white girl. She give black white girl. She give the same character. She give the same character. Every role that she's ever played, it's the same person. It's the same person. It's a black white girl. And y'all will still censor her and celebrate her simply because she never got the pronouns wrong. Simply because she's never been confused about her identity as a trans woman. Simply because she give y'all the language that she want. The language that y'all want. This lady then got in front of the camera and just sneezed and snotted and cried for these white people. And y'all still give her, oh, Laverne, and this is no tea, no shade. This is no shade. Get your bag. Get what you need. Do what you need to do, sister. Y'all, hope Giselle have got in front of the camera and all but told y'all that y'all are minions in her plan to get her bag. That lady got in front of the camera and bragged about how she got an A-lister. An A-lister. And the A-lister told her 25,000. I don't know who the A-lister was. 25,000. That I'm doing this for you. Because my fee is way more than that. $25,000? Bitch, that's not a favor. I don't give a damn what alphabet you is on the list. That's not a favor, boo. A favor is free. You called in a favor for $25,000? That's not a favor, sis. And she sit there in front of that camera and she blew that smoke up y'all ass. And y'all was sitting there like, ooh, ah. Bitch, that's not a favor. Because I'm sure they didn't have to do that much. I'm sure they didn't have to do that much. $25,000? Buki, that's not a favor. And if you believe it was a favor, you're just as gullible as the people you told it to. $25,000, and that's a favor. Because that's your A-lister friend. In the climate that we living in, and this is for people who are disenfranchised and marginalized and trying to build themselves up. This is for a demographic that is under attack. But you have one of your A-lister friends who did you a favor for $25,000, and the community is supposed to be so, oh, she got one of her A-lister friends to come out and do something for their own community, do something for their own people. But because they're an A-lister, they did it for $25,000, and we're so grateful. Girl, stop. Y'all let these grifters, and these hoes be quick to talk about Candace Owens. Quick to talk about Candace Owens. These are grifters. And you will know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Girl, if every time you look around, this bitch trying to be on somebody's red carpet, this bitch trying to be like Beyonce, trying to wear all these lace fronts and all of this, girl, they not invested in your struggle. They're invested in your worship. Help them to be lifted up. And they gonna sell you a dream. They gonna sell you some snake oil. They gonna give you a con. Give you a good con. They gonna get in front. They gonna speak about the issues when a girl died, when something happened. They gonna jump on that mic and they gonna talk about it. Then the next thing you know, they gonna be standing there with their hair blowing in front of the fan with a $300 frontal on, with some nasty boots and some nasty clothes and some nasty fabrics, with they Blue Ivy Carter on, standing in front of that fan, beat out their mind, flying here and flying there, all on the islands, honey. And then when a girl dies, when your struggle happens, when one of your sisters die, they're going to get in front of the camera and they're going to cry for the white people. They're going to cry for the Caucasians. It's so horrible what's happening to Negroes. It's horrible what they're doing to my people from a gated community. From a gated community in a luxury car. They're doing this to my people. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And after that, when the cash app is ping, ping, pinging, when the coins is flowing get, and that's one thing that that's one where I'm different. When you see me get on live, I cry for my people. I don't cry and try to paint our community as victims, because we are not victims. We are warriors. We are powerful. Yes, we are up against some difficult odds. Yes, we're up against some challenges, but we are powerful. And I am not fixing to sit up here and play the victim and paint a woe is me story and fearmonger. Because at the end of the day, I walk with the people. I don't live in a gated community where I'm protected from being a target. Or I just was at the train station um earlier last year, not even 6 months ago. I was in the train station and I almost was attacked by three dudes because I wouldn't talk to them. And then when they got my tea, I almost had to fight all three of them. This literally just happened to me less than 6 months ago. When the last time you heard Hope tell you her own experience? When the last time you heard any of these gatekeepers that get online tell you their own recent experience where they were almost attacked, where they were in immediate danger? They always reporting on other people's shit because they ain't nowhere near it. I walk with girls who clocky. I be in the park sometimes where the homeless people be because I still have not forgotten who I am and where I come from. Let's be clear. But y'all want to be grifted. Then y'all sit up here and y'all complain about being grifted. And y'all have the audacity to be mad with Flame Monroe because she's not pissing on your back telling you that it's lemonade. She gonna motherfucking piss in that glass and tell you it's fucking piss. She's going to shit in that cup and tell you that it's fucking shit. Y'all mad at her for that. But these grifters can give you some motherfucking dookie and tell you it's a caramel frappe and you gonna sop it up. You gonna eat that and ask for 10 pounds more because you like the way it's packaged. Cause it aligns with what you've been groomed to appreciate, what you've been groomed to respect. Y'all don't like bitches that say the quiet part I live. That's the only reason why I be having problems with Madison platform from time to time. Because when Madison get mad, she'll tell you what it really is. When that bitch get mad, she'll tell you what it really is. Then that bitch turn around and she say, that don't be flaky, baby. I know you a Libra, and so you have to balance it on the scales. But don't be flaky. If you're gonna be a grifter, just be a grifter, bitch. If it's a hustle, it's be a hustle. And see, that's the thing that I actually respect about Flame. Flame politics. I agree with a lot of the politics. Now the language, how she talk about herself and how she talk about the trans community, some of that I think is like y'all done piss me off. I don't give a fuck now. I'm just gonna say what I want to say. I'm an elder bitch. Who gonna pop me? I think some of it's that. But how she views political things, how she views the government, the things that she says when it regards the government and political shit, I actually respect a lot of her political views. Not so much when it comes to the trans community. But other outside of that, and a lot of girls, they don't really have a political opinion other than talking about Trump, dragging Trump. They ain't really got no opinion. They ain't really got no politics. They ain't really got no policies. They ain't really got no ideas about how we could improve America, how we could actually make America great. They get in front of the camera and drag Trump and that be all y'all need. Y'all don't really need to know what a girl really think or what a girl really believe about laws and policies and how we can improve America for all of us. Y'all just want to drag the bitch that's fucking with y'all healthcare. Oh, he messing with my healthcare. He messing with my rights. Fuck everybody else. I don't like him because he don't like me. Well, and then y'all get up here and y'all say fuck Flame Monroe when she's actually, even though the language ain't always right, she actually be trying to advocate for black people. Like she actually be having some good ideas and some good thoughts. Like she actually be making sense. But again, she come from a generation where the rule of dichotomy states you either is or. And so you have to have the capacity to be able to, okay, I'm gonna take this from Flame's narrative. I can pull this from Flame's narrative. Okay, this part about what she's saying work. I don't like this part. I'm not gonna use that. That's what we do with everyone's example. You don't just go and find somebody who you totally agree with. That's what they do in the courtroom. You have to hear from the plaintiff and the defendant. You have to hear both sides of the story. It's two sides to every story. You can't just sit up and digest things that you agree with. How are you going to have a whole and well rounded opinion if you only absorb content and consume information that aligns with what you already agree with? That's that's how you become a halfling. So whether you agree with Flame's narrative or not, it's necessary because it helps us to make balanced decisions. It helps us to make decisions that encompass blackness and transness in a way that is not monolithic. Bless you, children. Hearts. They can speak in massa language, but not about dismantling the very system that suppressed them. Girl, T.S. Runaway. Hope the Cowardly Leo. Oops. Girl, you is. It's I'll take Flame over T.S. Autonephilic any day, okay? I respect Flame. I was a young thing when I first seen them on Jerry Springer. Always carried themselves with class and dignity on every comic view when they played in their face on live television. Give me Miss Netta. They give Miss Netta her girls and tens, but Miss Netta doesn't even claim trans. Right. Even though we know Miss Netta a woman. Flame lit a fire under the girls' asses. Now I understand why she said the things she said. Right? And sometimes you gotta play the devil's advocate. You need that variable. You need that variable that's gonna challenge you. And that's why a lot of girls don't like her. Like Flame is the type of person, from what I see, Flame will respect you if you respect her and you know your shit. Like I think that when you come for Flame, cause Flame gonna say what Flame wanna say. You ain't finna change the perspective. That's an elder. They said in their ways. You ain't about to change nothing. But I do believe that if you speak with some type of integrity and thoughtfulness, I do believe Flame will hear you and you can agree to disagree. Flame is one of those people who is better as a friend than a enemy and will share space with you, because I'm sure Flame work with people all the time whose views they don't align with Flames. Like I'm sure Flame work with people and Flame like, child, this a fucking asshole, bitch, this so crazy. But you have to learn how to maneuver in certain spaces and know how, like some of the spaces that Flame has access, it's strategy. You could tell that this person is strategic. You could tell that this person is a thinker. And some of it's about, if we ain't learned nothing from T.S. Madison, T.S. Madison will kick a beehive on purpose. I've watched this bitch do it multiple times. That bitch will kick a beehive on purpose, sit there and act like she didn't know what she did, and then turn around and use that as an excuse to go live and get her a coin. I've learned that. Now, if I've learned anything from that bitch, I've learned that. Ever since that bitch got a bag off me, that bitch will sit up there and throw a rock and pretend like she didn't know what she was doing, stirred up the trans community, made us mad, talking about you bum bitches, I'm the light, and you bitches wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for me. And bitch, I did this and I did that, knowing that it was gonna trigger. That bitch say shit about black women, knowing it's about to trigger somebody, knowing it's about to trigger them. Then that bitch turn around and do a live. That bitch get her a coin. That bitch and kick the beehive, bitch. That bitch. That's one thing you gotta cackle with about that bitch. That bitch and kick a motherfucking beehive and be like. Then that bitch will come right back and get her a check. That misgendering shit did. Flame is literally transgender, especially the way the term is used. You got queens out here slinging hard dick, making babies, thinking they reinvented the wheel. Flame is the real one. And that's the thing. The term is transgender and trans woman. Like literally, Flame was already doing that. Flame children was from a trans man or a stud, wasn't they? Laverne is Boulay. T.S. Frederick Douglass. They celebrate the T girl aesthetic. Laverne is white tea stream. Exactly. She gives Oreo cookies. Vern is whitewashed. Vern is a breeding bull for those for those white punks. That's convenience. T.S. opportunist. That's the difference between street smarts and book smarts. The elitist queens get worked by these grifters because they have no street smarts. And that's part of the reason why I felt like the push was happening back in the day, because when I think about how when I first came out on my platform, cuz I have some book smarts, but I have more street smarts than book smarts. I know how to survive on the streets. Like I know how to move on the streets. I know how to go in certain neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? I know how to move, like, because I was in the streets for a long time. Like I sold narcotics, ass, whatever. Like I know how to maneuver in the streets. And so when it comes to the streets, I have a more sense about the streets because I've seen a lot of shit in the streets. Like I've seen a lot. And and I think that's why during a certain time, a lot of trans women, like girls used to be coming on my platform and they used to be like, because I used to talk about, I used to talk about prostitution. I used to talk about sex work. I used to talk about the streets. If y'all, those of you who were here in the beginning of my platform, I had to delete a lot of that content. Because they was like, messing over the girls' channels. But I used to talk about a lot of the street life because I was not a ad girl. I never was able to successfully assimilate into the ad culture, like posting ads. Never really had success with that. When I did sex work, when I did my hustling, I always had to be out there in the elements. So that was where a lot of my stories originate from, the street life. You know what I'm saying? I was never a girl who was turning dates comfortably from her house, or getting on the ads, meeting them from the hotels. Like a lot of these girls who have centered themselves in the movements, they were ad girls. They were not block girls. They were not girls that had to swing around the pole. They were not girls that had to work the corner. There was not girls who had to create their block. They were not those girls. Those were ad girls. A lot of these ad girls is adding up money on their account because those are the girls y'all center. Those girls who was turning dates comfortably from their homes. But I was a girl that was out there in the elements, engulfed in it. Yes, I was out there 100. And a lot of my stories discussed that in the beginning, and girls would attack me on my platform. They would come in my comment section because when I started to move out of sex work, they would be like, girl, why you always talking about prostitution, girl? Why you always talking about, stuff like that, girl? Why don't you tell a different story? I'm telling my story. And it's so funny now when we look back on it, when we look back on it, now you got Comico City, you got what's that others? You got a couple of stories where these girls is telling their stories about sex work, and these girls is telling their stories about prostitution, and these girls that went and got a bag off of it. And like y'all, like I kick myself all the time for like how I let these girls talk me out my blessing, because I should have stayed on it. I should have never, like, if you don't like me, you don't like me, fuck you hoes. That's what I respect about that's what I respect about Flame. That's what I respect about TS Madison. That's like be who you gonna be and stand on that shit 10 toes down. Don't let nobody detour you from your brand. Don't let nobody detour you from who you are. And I was so concerned about what people thought and concerned about my legacy. I let them hoes talk me out my bag. When if that was real for me, that's the only fucking thing that matters. Is it real for you? Is it real to you? Are you just doing this because of a bag? Now, I don't respect you if it ain't authentic. And that be my problem when you just doing something because it is a bag in it for you. And that's not who you really are. But if that's legit who you are, that's legit your character, then I respect you for that. And I let bitches talk me out my brand. Because I have that. That's my narrative. I'm from the streets. I was a girl who was out there. From the Mac to the meth to the Calio. I was a girl who was out there. Let's not talk about some of the stuff that I did when I got strung out on drugs really, really bad when I found out I was positive. Bitch, I done had guns in my face. Bitch, I've been fighting dates, rolling around in broad daylight, fighting white tricks behind my money. I was one of those girls that was walking up under the Claiborne Bridge in New Orleans. I done been hurt too. I was one of those girls who used to get on a bus, get on a mega bus and ride to Texas and go work they stroll. I done worked on a stroll in Atlanta. And so to let people, because let me tell you something, a lot of those girls who we shamed about the stroll and stroll work, a lot of those girls that we shamed, those are the very girls that's gonna know how to survive when this shit really hit the fan. But then you have girls from the comfort of their home turning dates with high profile niggas, high profile DL niggas. Then they get up in front of the camera and they get all the pronouns right and they get the language right and y'all live for them. But meanwhile, they serve it. They serving the Freemasons, serving the patriarch, and helping to hold all this shit together, upholding the fucking binary. Flames say he, she, we. In a way Flame acknowledge it all. And Flame put women on a pedestal. Even though I think it's still, Father God, I still think Flame honor the Father. I still feel like that is some Flame's own way of wholeness. He, she, we, and celebrating the mother, talking about I could never be her. I'm a knockoff of her. I may not agree with that language because I don't think like that. I don't feel like that. Bitch, I ain't pretending to be shit. Bitch, I am my mother and my father. Bitch, I'm not pretending. Bitch, I'm whole. But I get it though. I'm not finna say I don't get it. And I'm thankful for Flame's example because it shows me what I can be and how far I can go. I'm thankful that it was a he, she, we. I'm thankful that it was a person that was okay with saying I'm a he. I'm thankful that it was a person that was able to move in spaces that I dream of moving in and was comfortable with saying, okay, if you see me as a man, then I'm a man. Whatever. I'm finna get my bag. That gives me the strength to go in those spaces and say, you will refer to me as she, or you will refer to me as they, them, or we will not share space. I am my mother and my father. Bitch, you're the one that's delusional. How about that? Argue with MAGA. Argue with your government, but don't argue with me. And if it wasn't for a flame, I wouldn't know that was possible. So I'm not going to take that from Flame because I don't like the language. I'm not finna take Flames, I'm not finna diminish Flame's narrative and diminish Flame's work because Flame came from a different generation with different values and different beliefs. I'm not going to diminish them. I'm just going to stand on who I am even harder because I have Flame's shoulders to stand on. A man, a woman. Thank you, God, Goddess. That part. I said what I said. A damn shame exploiting and scamming your own very people for profit. It's giving Beyonce impersonation. You talking about Hope, huh? It happened in Baltimore, but they wait. You talking about Hope or Laverne? Because both of them. It happened in Baltimore. They put a bunch of money behind a faggy that wants to be on Zeus Network. What I missed about that? Child, after that, off to the bank and then Starbucks for a $7. Nadia is so silly. Nadia said plus a banana bread. Girl, Mr. Nadia, that banana bread is girl, you say after they grift the community, girl, they go to Starbucks and get their $7 coffee and they banana bread, girl. Girl, I'm not about to play with y'all. Hope never been through shit. Shelter and privilege at its finest. And it shows. And it shows. Be a grifter and a token. Hope was Hope was an angry, ugly butch queen that wanted to be pretty and popular. I could see through her years ago, and very insecure and bitter, very out of touch with the everyday trans experience. But she really like that bitch is good at telling a story. That's what you gotta give that bitch. That bitch is good at telling a story. I'm wondering if that bitch had a vocal coach because when she first came out, she really gave me a hood aesthetic. Like I don't know. I think I was introduced to her through T.S. Madison. Like she was with T.S. Madison somewhere. She was like knocking over a table or something. And girl, she was kind of cocky back then. Like she was like, giving you low key football player vibes. And girl, she was like knocking over tables and chairs. Girl, I think that was how I was introduced to her. And girl, like she just didn't give me the same energy. Like, and then over the years, girl, the way this whole her mouth when she talks, she be like, and girl, how she do it? And 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 what we've girl, girl, and 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 what we learned and what we have to offer and all and girl, it's too much work. It's too much motherfucking work, bitch. It's too much work, bitch. Girl, it's too much work, girl. It's too much work, girl. Girl, and she keeps it up. Like she's consistent with it. Like every video, she be like, and 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 what we learn. And bitch, she has the mannerisms and everything, girl. She be and like that girl went to school for performing arts. It's giving performing arts. It very much back of the line wallflower unpicked facts. The only girls they only like girls that don't see as that they see as a threat or competition to their limited egos. Flame is consistent and been the same for 30 years. Girl, talk about it. Hey, Kaneen and everyone, happy Saturday. Taking my seat and listening. Okay. Thank you, Golden Queen. Womb bearer in the building. Hey, Golden Queen Pooh. Hey, Anandia. How are you, love? Yeah, she's doing way too much sometimes. She throws a rock and then blames and condemns the girls for doing it, playing slow with her punk opportunist sidekick. You talking about T.S. Madison, huh? That bitch will throw a motherfucking rock and hide her head in a minute, honey. I'm grateful and blessed, Golden Queen. Hey, Natalie, how you doing, goddess? I love Flame, love the politics, and how we educates the community as well as you, Kaneen. You both are really down to earth and cool and not messy or mean, but can pop out if you need to. Exactly. The Tangerine movie. It's another one too. It's another one too. It's Comical City. It's one that they made in New York and they did the special effects. Like they made the stroll. That's the other one, the stroll. 100%. Yes, trying to forge community with people who couldn't take me, trying to forge people with people who couldn't take me, fuck me up. People will talk down, then go run and copy everything you did. Crown chakra. I don't really follow Hope and Laverne too much, so I don't really know much about them. And that says a lot. That's a black female. That says a lot. A down to earth black female. Because they do have certain black females that be here for it. But, hustlers attract hustlers. When you like the thing that you can respect about Flame is you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Like Flame gonna give it to you like bitch, this what it is, bitch. You already know when Flame is in that I'm getting my bag mode. That's very much the RuPaul energy. When we came up, RuPaul was like even when I came up, RuPaul was all I had. Like for a long time, RuPaul was all we had. That was the closest thing that we had to trans. And Flame literally is like the same age as Ru. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Flame generation. And so you know when Flame is in bag mode. When Flame put the geesh on, Flame is in bag mode. When Flame give you the givings, but even without the geesh on, Flame still give you elderly fish. I don't know what y'all talking about. That skin is purr. That skin, that face. Flame still get Flame be around here talking about some Marcus and a man and bitch Flame. You look like an old lady, bitch. Bitch, you still look like a woman, bitch. Bitch with the hand on, bitch. That's how y'all know that sometimes y'all see me in my little videos with my little hands on because bitch I be channeling Flame, bitch. You still look like a woman, bitch. You still look like somebody grandma, bitch. The fuck is you? Fuck. Talk about some fucking Marcus, bitch. Bitch, you look like a woman with that fucking head on, bitch. bitch. Bitch, you look like somebody grandma, bitch. You look like somebody grandma sitting in front of their camera, bitch. Somebody mama. Mama doing the live. Mama doing the motherfucking live, bitch. Girl, stop playing, Flav. But I respect the fact that she like, bitch, before y'all could attack me and call me a man, I'm not there. Like, I don't mind being called he. I don't mind people saying that. But once you said it one too many times, bitch, I'm finna start misgendering you because my nerves bad. Bitch, I I respect where Flame them at, but bitch, my generation was bitch, I'm just young enough to be like, hell no. Hell no. And bitch will be sitting there blurring the gender line, will not be fitting into your idea of what it means to be a woman. And bitch will still correct you. Bitch in a deep voice, bitch with facial hair. Because there are females who identify as women who look like that too. I'm representing for them too. Bitch, I will sit there with stubble in my face in a deep voice and say, what did you say? And be ready to argue. Bitch, I don't have to perform, bitch. I don't have to have on no lace front and no hoop earrings and no motherfucking lashes and motherfucking be done and have my nails done for you bitches to respect me. Bitch, I laid on a table and had my motherfucking genitalia inverted, bitch. I said she. I said they, bitch. You heard me. I was talking about Hope at the point both of them impersonating Laverne just sings opera. Oh, we ain't lying. I'm listening and learning some things because I didn't know Hope had very good media training skills. Exactly, exactly. Them media training skills, honey. My goodness. 100% pure love said TS great debater. You and these TS's, bitch. TS great debater. mm, I remember seeing Hope on Tammy Mack. I think and I know Laverne is a celebrity reporter, right? She did that for a little while. I don't think she still do it now. She recently was on a series called Clean Slate, which was I think written by Norman Lear, who was the one who gave us I think Good Times and the Jeffersons. Um her mouth moved like Angela Bassett when she was her mouth moved like Angela Bassett when she was about to cry. That be that motherfucking Hope bitch. Hope I believe is like a writer or something. Yeah, she wrote she's written two books. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just not too sure. I want people that give what they give. Yeah, people that give what they give. Take it or leave it. But the ones I despise is the ones that pretend to give, then when shit gets deep and heavy for them, they run off to Cuba. Oh my God, it's God today. Don't get me started. Another year you trying to get me stirred up. Mugler. Mugler. It's a Mugler. Mugler. And when I'm in a TV show, I want my partner to be a Caucasian man. And when I date someone, it's a Caucasian man. We're not going to talk up under my clothes. We're not going to know what I've got between my legs. Only that Caucasian man is going to know. Mugler. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mugler. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mugler. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mugler. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh my goodness. Mugler. Oh, call me whatever you call your bald headed mammy. Okay. Okay, learning. Okay, Laverne acting now. Okay, gotcha. Oh no, she's always been an actress. That's how she got that opportunity to do the red carpet. She from her various roles because before that she did the Little Shop of Horror. She first was her first big breakaway was Orange is the New Black. But before that, she was on Diddy's show. When Diddy had like his little TV show. I think that's the first time, we saw, and then Laverne used to wear black hair back then. And but her first like big break was Orange is the New Black. And then I think she did Little Shop of Horrors. Now don't get me wrong, I don't watch just about everything that Laverne has done because Laverne is entertaining and it's all we have. That's why I have so much critique for her because I've consumed so much of her content. Like if Laverne even knew I was alive, I would respect her critique. But if I've had to consume your content because you're pretty much the black trans girl that they've shoved in front of our face as black transness, southern black transness, then girl, yeah, I'm gonna have critique. But I've watched just about everything that she's done. I watched the movie that she was in with the white girl who had like the little zapping powers. I watched the movie where she was like the little best friend of the white girl who was killing people in the movie. Um no, the long walk home or something like that. When the girl had to do the walk of shame or something like that. Like I watch all of her stuff. Like if Laverne come out with something, I watch the uglies. Everything that Laverne has done, I've watched it, and I haven't drug, everything that she's done. Um, but because I've watched it, and I also, go check out her Instagram from time to time. That's why I know what she give. Mugla. Ooh, 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 Mugla. And when she did her when beat for the gods, beat for the gods, beat for the god, God. Beat for the god. No way. I don't hate Laverne. I'm just like her narrative is so it's just so oh my goodness, her narrative is just so it's like she has become the character that she plays. Like she's literally become the character that she plays because she grew up in a black Baptist church in the South. So I'm wondering how Laverne don't give you like she ever been to a barbecue, like she ever played spades, like she ever been to a card game. She don't give you none of that tease. Like she don't give you like she know how to second line. She don't give you like I couldn't imagine Laverne doing this. bitch, I could bitch, I couldn't imagine, bitch, just to see Laverne be like, bitch, that's the only black trans person I cannot imagine. Bitch, I cannot imagine Laverne turning around, bitch. bitch. Okay, baby. Yes, I cannot imagine that, bitch. She talking about her parents didn't want her on Bourbon Street, bitch. I cannot even imagine it, girl. Bitch, if Laverne, but if you seen Beyonce twerk before, bitch, I can imagine Laverne doing anything of the sort, bitch. That's beneath me. Oh, such common Negro things. I would never. Oh my god. People know how to use the correct pronouns when they want something from your ass. Mm-hmm. Anandia, I do agree. And you know that's all communities, you know. But yes, I understand exactly what you mean. That type of persona could be, or you calculate, huh, Golden Queen? Tuck. 100% said tucked by Mugler. Ooh, she could endorse some tucks for Mugler. Mugler. Tucked. A new line of tucks by Mugler. But then she would have to admit that she has something to tuck. That kind of sounds like the house mother on Pose. I forget her name, tall one. I love that show. You talking about Electra? Yeah. In real life though, I can't think of her name. I think her last name is Jackson. But in real life, Miss Baby be giving knowledge. Miss Baby be dropping some pearls. Miss Baby is a teacher. I live for her. You know, she talks proper in real life. Not that proper, but she like in real life, Miss Baby be dropping pearls. I live for her. Like I do like her narrative. Um wow. Oh wow. I didn't know that Little Shop of Horrors and Orange is the New Black making the band. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know of any of this. I don't know if it was I think Diddy had more than one show. I think Diddy may have had more than one show, but if that's the only one he had, then it was making the band. Facts, Golden Queen, um, it's false prophets, leaders, activists, worldwide majority. All of them suck at acting. I understand. I wish they weren't so uppity, but chill. That's that celebrity syndrome. Laverne is the American T Dream Girl. I remember seeing Laverne dancing with some other queens on MTV way back in the day. She's definitely got skin in the game. Oh wow, gotta go back and look. Wow, I missed her in these films and shows. She was introduced to us as a sex change in Orange Is the New Black. That's why she was in a female prison. That's why I loved her narrative at first. And she was a little bit more closer to like she wasn't who she's become now. She was a little bit more rooted in Orange Is the New Black. Like she gave you a little bit more black girl swag now that I think about it in Orange Is the New Black. which was why I kind of like vibed with her a little bit more. She was a little bit more young girl, stay rooted. Sierra song, she was a little bit more rooted in Orange is the New Black. There was still some complexities about the narrative, but she gave you more rooted in Orange is the New Black. Worshipping false idols is a common theme, unfortunately. Vern is a Zionist. 100% love. Okay, cool. Gotta rewatch. Oh well, that's great accomplishments. We all gotta stick together. I hate when them people act like they're above people. She's too vanilla and have the nerve to be from the South. I'm like, that's the part that gets me. You gotta know, she got a white man at home. She building up that nut for. Kenya Moore twirl energy. Yeah, that makes my skin crawl, but those type of people have deep rooted thirst to be white or white adjacent is sad. Okay. Um White got a white punk waiting on her at home for her to top. Girl, the children swear that lady post op. One thing I find wholesome with Laverne is that she has her own Barbie doll. Okay. Yeah, I do like that about her too. Yeah, Electra, Dominique. Yeah, her name is Dominique. Dominique is iconic. Yes, I live for Dominique. But yeah, so basically the crux or the gist of this video is when we are talking about the toxicity of trans culture, when we're talking about the toxicity, like when we're talking about trans people, like play the whole tape. Let like before you try to judge Laverne or before you try to judge any other girl in the community, because I only come out for these girls when these girls come out and say something that I feel like you really trying to wear it out. At this point, I don't really say anything to Flame or say anything about Flame because I know y'all have drugged Flame for years. At this point, Flame getting her lickbacks. Like at this point, Flame getting licks back. Y'all wore Flame out. Y'all didn't give Flame no grace. When Flame came out, y'all didn't say, okay, she's an elder, she's from a different generation. We're gonna give her some grace. I know y'all didn't say that because I didn't. When Flame first came out, I was dragging her. But as I began to think for myself and I began to move away from the hive mind and I stopped letting propaganda influence my thought process and I began to think for myself, I began to develop my own opinions of Flame and I began to look at Flame outside of that lens. Now, my relationship with T.S. Madison's content, because I don't know her as a person, I always said what I thought about T.S. Madison, and I tried to say it in a way that was respectful. And the gloves were off when that bitch started talking up under my clothes, and when that bitch came from my spirituality, which was anti-black. I don't really know Cherry the Boom, but recently, and I'm not gonna stay on Cherry the Boom for too long because I don't know her. I don't follow her. Like every now and then she pops up in the tabloids and she pops up in y'all comment section. But I will say this. Um, the way that she outed that man a few years ago, made that man tell his status and all that. She did do that. We all saw it. That spoke volumes. Then there were people who had the grape allegations on her. I don't know if that's true because some of the people who made the allegations, their personality has seemed um personality disorder. It's given personality disorder with some of them. So the grape allegations, I don't really know if that's true or not. But one thing that was telling for me about Cherry the Boom, and this is what I'm gonna say about Cherry the Boom, when Tasha K re-released that video of what Flame said about Cherry the Boom years ago, and Cherry the Boom responded by saying, "Look at this black nappy head bitch. Like, I don't need to read her. She's ugly." I don't really care for Tasha K. Tasha K is hilarious. None of y'all can take that from her. The bitch is funny. The bitch is funny. The bitch is talented. The bitch is disciplined. And Tasha K is not ugly. Tasha K is dark skinned, wears short hair, but that lady is not ugly. To call Tasha K ugly is to call myself ugly. When y'all say people like her and the other one who be out here outing these celebrities, Jaguar Wright, when y'all say Jaguar Wright is ugly, when y'all say Tasha K is ugly, when y'all say women that look like Tasha K and Jaguar Wright are ugly, what you really doing low key is you're saying how you hate, you're being anti-black. Cause Cherry the Boom looked like she Creole. She looked like she mixed with something. She don't look like she 100% black. She looked like it's something going on in her DNA that makes her a knockoff of blackness. She's not pure blood. She's not purebred. She's not close to the throne. She's not purebred. And to make to make one of us to try to shame our beauty because we don't need to wear like lace fronts and wiggy hair again. Tasha is not my favorite. I don't like some of the things that she does to get a bag when it regards to trans community. And I have read Tasha K before. But when you come back at her, then y'all gonna say, oh, you can't tell somebody how to hit back. Tasha K, like when you like if you are anti-black, if you have a problem with dark-skinned women who have first of all, you never see Tasha hair kinky anyway. Tasha K wear a perm. So you really just wanted to call her a nappy head. You really just wanted to talk about her hair texture low key. So that was colorism, that was self-hate, that was anti-blackness because that's the motherfuckers you come from. So I don't respect that. And when a person shows you that part of them, I don't respect that. That's something T.S. Madison has done in the past. Nappy head, nigga, bitch. Like, we don't need that as black people. That's why when you start talking like that, when I hear another black person talk that black bitch, these nappy head niggas, bitch is giving very much it's giving very much Sugarland in Django. It's giving very much Samuel L. Jackson in Sugarland. It's giving very much the coon that was on Boondocks. It's giving very much. It's giving very much when David Chappelle used to dress up like one of the Klansmen. It's giving very much that energy. It's giving very much that. And once I hear a black person talking about another black person and start talking about nappy head and calling them ugly because they're dark skinned and they don't have a pencil nose, once you start doing that, you turned me off. Because now I know that you're basing my beauty and my aesthetic on a European lens. And so now you cannot speak for me. You cannot represent me. You cannot speak truth to power to me. You cannot. Once I hear you, once I hear your views of my aesthetic and how I look, you are no longer someone that can speak or represent me. You are not welcome to any cookout. You're not welcome to any barbecue. I will not have that there. I would rather have a white person, a Caucasian person who knows better than to talk like that. I am not going to give you grace because you have any melanin. That's why I say all skin folk ain't your kin folk. And y'all gonna learn to listen to people when they talk because they gonna tell you who they really is. They gonna tell you what their politics really are when they get mad. When you hear them say black nappy head, when you hear them call somebody ugly, Tasha K skin is flawless. Skin is flawless. Skin always glowing. Teeth pretty, eyes pretty, cheekbones on fleek, hair always be together. Tasha K have a cute shape. I don't know what y'all talking about. Ugly where? Ugly in a white man's eyes? Ugly to white people? Ugly at a Caucasian standard? So now you're judging my beauty through a Caucasian lens. I don't have no respect for that. Talking about I don't have to read her. She read herself because you sitting up here looking like a fucking knockoff. Yet and still, black people is the ones who put you on a pedestal because it's not them same nappy head niggas is the ones in your comment section supporting you and treating you like you are the pearl and the gem. I guarantee you, it's them same niggas who coveting you because of your looks. Them same it's self-hating niggas that think you're pretty. That's in your comment section, lifting you up and exalting you and making you feel like you're the shit. Them same niggas that you talking about, them same nappy head niggas, is the ones that put you on that fucking pedestal. And made you feel like you were special. Those nappy head niggas. Them the ones that saw it for you first. Them the ones that told you was cute because they had been conditioned by white supremacy to believe that you was the motherfucking diamond in the rough, that you was the golden egg in all of the fucking white ones. And then when you get to where you get, you want shit on them because they loved you enough until white people saw it for you. Until the colonizer saw it for you. Yeah, but Tasha K shared a video. Tasha K didn't talk about Cherry Boom's aesthetic. And when you start saying things like that, she could have read Tasha K without coming for her black attributes, without coming for the very things that make her a black woman. You can read without shaming because that you can't y'all can't justify that. Y'all can't justify using saying someone is nappy headed as a read. You can't justify that unless you're a colorist, unless you hate yourself. You can once you say nappy headed, you're saying that you're ashamed of nappy hair. You're saying that it's something bad about nappy hair. Once you say black, that black ass bitch, once you say that, you're saying that you hate or you have some shame regarding being black. Once you call someone who is dark skinned ugly and you're light skinned, you're saying that she's ugly to me. Like literally, when you say black ugly, you're saying the reason why I think she's ugly, wink wink, nod nod, is because this bitch is dark skinned. Black ugly bitch. What features make her ugly? Name the features. Name them. You can't just throw that out there in the climate that we live in and think that it's gonna fly. No, no, sis. Not under any circumstances. No, sis. No. Y'all not gonna make you not gonna piss in my you I told you I'm gonna tell you again, you're not gonna piss in my cup and tell me it's fucking lemonade. Yeah. Yeah, TS. Yeah, the TS and Tasha K stuff be wild. When she laughed at Tasha K childhood sexual traumas, that wasn't cool. And when Tasha calls TS a man, now that's how she present or identify that when that's not how she present or identify. Yeah, both of the shit is wrong. Cherry is society standards of conventional beauty to top off her light skin. She looks at herself as mulatto passing privilege. They both have been lethal to each other, and yes, the black stuff says a lot. I agree, Kaneen. I don't like that at all. When they bash using Eurocentric reads, they already showed their true colors. Exactly. Exactly. Those remarks we know that means because bitch, I'm not gonna accept you, bitch. You not finna, bitch. If once you say you black nappy head nigga, once you say shit like that, bitch, you are not allowed to use the N word around me. Bitch, you not finna give me too much. Bitch, every time you say nigga, every time you say some shit like that, bitch, I'm finna side eye you. You can't condemn the root of blackness. You can't condemn the aesthetic in which we all originate from and think that you finna freely just move through niggerdom and bitch not get read, not get checked, not get side-eyed, bitch. You lose your privilege to be able to use certain language when I start hearing you say shit like that around me. You're not finna sit around me and get mad and call me a black nappy head bitch and then be laughing and joking and saying, cause that nigga crazy, bitch, please. Bitch, cause I'm side eyeing you now. Mm-hmm. That's why I like to test certain people and observe them when things don't go their way and they get mad. That's when reality shows. Facts. Facts. Right. Now you gloss up and want to be down. Not cool. No, baby. But you know when people dissing someone else that first diss them, say something they are lying about, someone looks and they will say anything to hurt them back. You go all out. But we gotta learn how to read the room. We're in a climate right now that is super racist. We got Project 2025, we got MAGA, we got trans rights being taken, we got women's rights being taken. Bitch, you can't advocate for this, and that, and then turn around and call somebody a nappy head nigga. Like it's some shit you just don't do. Like I could understand if Tasha K would have been like, "You a knockoff nigga. You ain't no real nigga. Like you ain't really black. Like you not really one of us." Then I could understand you getting mad and responding back and saying you got to put things into context. You don't let that be the read that you lead out with. If you have emotional or intellectual intelligence, you don't lead with that. You don't start there. Cause girl, you exposed your hand just a little bit too quickly. Girl, what was the strategy? You were a little bit too comfortable with that. No, ma'am. You're a little bit too comfortable in your colorism. You're a little bit too cozy in your skin with the colorism. Go over there and speak for the white people. Go to that side. Or speak for the self-hating mulattoes. I stand in all shades, especially darker skin. That's where royalty lies. Exactly. The motherfucking purple print for all of it. Remarks like that insult. Mm-hmm. Them rounds hit many. Mm-hmm. Also, too many of our cis women, when they get into it with each other, first thing they say is you black bitch. I don't like that either. I'm side-eyeing that too. Nappy hair is supreme and healthy. Exactly. Cherry hair look like a sheep's ass with I was waiting for 100% pure love. That bitch never disappoint. That bitch don't never disappoint. Don't never disappoint. Oh man. That bitch said cherry hair looked like a sheep's ass with no wig on. That child, that child didn't know how to maintain herself with wig. That child don't know how to maintain herself without wigs, makeup, and cocaine. Ooh. And I'm convinced that's why a lot of these bitches run get veneers. Because let me tell you something. You could snort cocaine with veneers. See, when you got real teeth, when you got your real teeth, you gonna see the yellow, you gonna see the plaque. Cocaine eats your teeth. It eats your teeth. I know this because I've smoked it and I've snorted it. Cocaine eats at the enamel of your teeth. So a lot of them girls go and get veneers because they'll be ball mouth. They sit up and read you about having your real teeth, but you had to go and get veneers because if you'd have kept snorting cocaine with your real grill, bitch, you'd be around here like this. A lot of your faves, a lot of your faves, they went and got them veneers to camouflage the fact that they round here. And let me let you know, this is not me judging, cause bitch, every now and then, bitch, I'll take a little dive in the snow, bitch. Let it snow, bitch. Every now and then, bitch, I will frolic in the snow, bitch. So this is not me condemning people who play in the snow, but moderation, moderation, bitch. Moderation, bitch, not breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bitch. If it's your real grill, you will lose it, bitch. You will lose your grill playing with that booger sugar because, baby, it eats at your enamel. And then girls be wanting to do nummies and shit. Girls be wanting to suck the bag and shit. Bitch, girls be wanting to suck the bag and do nubbies and shit, bitch. Oh, that cocaine gonna tell on you, bitch. Oh, it's gonna tell on them teeth. That's why a lot of your faves run and get them veneers, bitch. Cause, bitch, them veneers gonna camouflage that sugar booger. Y'all be thinking they be going to get them teeth because they just trying to be grand, honey. That's why a lot of Hollywood elites and all them, they go run get them veneers. Cause bitch, they are able to sit up and snort that cocaine, honey, and still give you bright and white shiny teeth, honey. And you really not knowing that they motherfucking coked out coke monsters. It's all about hiding the secret. I called it. You saw I said it right. I called it 100% pure love. I knew what you meant. She's not ugly on the outside. I agree. The inside might. The white MFers would pay billions for our hair and darker skin. Chill and love trying to find a way to motherfucking absorb it, extract it. What you call it? Say you want my hair, you want my skin, but not this melanin. Nah, you want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. Ooh, oh, I'm a black woman. Mm, I'm a black woman. 16 sitting on the cold floor in the corner. After school, recovering from your cover up when you told me I wasn't right for you. It wasn't hard to believe, 'cause when I watch TV, you would never find a leading lady look like me. Familiar package with less pigment. I ain't ignorant, it's just reality. You want my thighs, you want my stride, but not this melanin. You want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. Ooh, oh, yes. You're absolutely right. I'm sis, we do it too. I don't LOL, but yes, we nasty to each other too, and when and mad when others. We need to check ourselves also. You better stand on business, Golden Queen. But she could be like the inside, like for payday. But she could be like the inside, like for payday. You talking about you talking about Cherry? Beauty fades, especially if you're not taking care of yourself. Ch- Nadia said Cherry looked like a big headed knockoff of a bootleg Rihanna. Girl, you was triggered by them comments, cause bitch, cause of Nadia. I've seen you, bitch. Use the pretty chocolate, bitch, naturally, effortlessly. That you give androgyny, but bitch, that skin and that hair, bitch. That smell, baby. Cherry is cute in that room on Bigo. In the real world, it's big head, big shoulders, high body, and nasty attitude. Mmm. Cherry is cute in that room on Bigo, but in the real world, it's big head, big shoulders, high body, and nasty attitude. Wow. Period. 100% pure love. Motherfuckers will age faster than milk. And baby, them be the ones that gotta go and get the less melanin you got, the more likely you are need to have some surgical repairs at a certain age when you are melanin deficient. Them be the girls that be needing tune-ups. So girl, not too much. Tasha K ain't gonna have to run and get that face touched, bitch. Tasha K gonna look the same way 10 years from now, bitch. The same fucking way. Can you say the same, Cherry? These two type be trusted in community and give Kato energy from underground. Hold it. Girl, is that a powder bag? If you a cis woman, I love you for not hating trans women. She is, baby. She got a beautiful son. And she be doing lives with her mama on Instagram. She's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. Um, I thought she was trans, not sure. But if you are, I love born biological women who don't hate trans women. And she is one of them. Yes, ma'am. I follow her on Instagram. She is a gorgeous female with a beautiful son. I agree. It sounds colorist and like self hate, but not sure. I don't. Golden Queen said, "At you, me. I don't hate anyone. Dislike people, not their character, not." people character, not their existence or identity. That's only if we have discord. But yes, of course, I want to learn because respect is everything. Hmm. To be better, to do better, love and respect, we have to be educated and listen. That's right, Golden Queen. Uh-huh. And I live for that about you, me. You talk about your trauma with cis women. You talk about your trauma with them. You talk about your trauma with them. And I like how, when females or when cis women come onto the platform, you acknowledge, that trauma, but you also celebrate the ones who celebrate us. So I respect you for that, you me. You always take the time out to show love to them. And I respect you for that because I've noticed you've done that before. Um Anandia says sheep's ass. You still cackling, bitch. You still somewhere over there laying on your back, gut. Bitch, you like this. Bitch. Bitch, when I tell you that, bitch, don't never disappoint, baby. 100% love will be quiet. She'll be quiet for a minute. And then all of a sudden, she'll let you know she's still listening. She's still here. That bitch gonna come out the comments. That bitch gonna come out of the woodwork, bitch. And gonna shake up the comment section, baby. That's what I love about that lady. Why you think they never disappoint 100? That bitch don't never disappoint, bitch. 100% pure love would be sitting there quiet, laid back in the cut, bitch, and you'll be swearing to God that bitch ain't listening. That bitch really got so quiet. That bitch came out of nowhere and said that bitch head look like a sheep's ass without that. They had the audacity to call somebody nappy headed. I don't know who Cherry is. Oh my. Is she a mean and nasty spirited person? She's mean girl energy. Like, you remember the movie Mean Girls? That's very much the energy. Bitch, that's a Regina George. That's Regina George in blackface. From what I've seen, every time I've heard her talk, I've heard her give some positive comments, but it just doesn't seem authentic to me. It's a very mean girl energy, a very mean girl spirit, very mean girl energy. Powder coke rots your teeth. It does. And that's why them hoes run and get them veneers. Them hoes be trying to act like they're going to get them veneers because they're grand and because they have that money. No, bitch, it's because you want to snort that cocaine. You want to eat that cocaine like candy, bitch. You want to snort that cocaine like some of us smoke weed. You want to play in the snow every day. You want to play in the snow multiple times a day. And them veneers are going to keep your secret. That's why you really want them veneers. Because them veneers are going to keep your secret. Nothing. They're gonna have nothing but gums. A lot of your faves. Exactly. Playing in that snow. I feel you, LOL. I mean, I guess I would too. I've been done some dirty stuff. But I just give up on to the create give it up to the creator and move on. But it took me a while to get there, LOL. I know, right? I heard veneers ain't all that. Winter said her veneers are super painful and it's nothing to alleviate the pain. I know, like I want to get my teeth professionally cleaned and get some braces, but until then, bitch, it is what it is, ho. Bitch, y'all loved Shamar with them old teeth, bitch. Love me with mine, bitch. I started to realize that's why a lot of these artists got veneers. LOL. Some of our favorites, a lot of our favorites. That's why they're able to be in character and have the energy that they have on Bigo, have the energy that they have on live, report on the things that they report on, be on the frequency that they're on, because they are literally tooted and booted. Tooted and booted, baby. Tooted and booted. And them veneers is keeping that secret. I do wonder sometimes when Cherry say that, but some of them who misgender her call her a man. I understand why she gives the energy back. You get back what you put out though. If you getting it all the time, it's because that's the frequency you on. It's giving dirt under a acrylic. Not dirt under the acrylics. Yeah, okay, like the veneers, dirt under the acrylic. Yeah. Yes, yes, behind it all, them veneers people get. Until that nose start collapsing. Not until the nose cave in, girl. Do the nose start caving in, girl? Not they done ate all the cartilage, the cartilage wall, and it just no, cause the cartilage done been ate up. Cause cocaine is almost like a little mild acid, and it eats at things. Not the cartilage in the nose. Not you got to go back and get your nose rebuilt. Girl, no ma'am. It's like everyone gets veneers, but that's why though. Coquiana. 100% pure love. I'm weak. That nose, LOL. Coquiana. My complexion, caramel or tanned. Come through caramel or tanned. And heck, I don't judge, but yeah, I started to notice that's why they get them teeth. Every time I hear Coke, I automatically think of white chicks. Clean it up, Cocor. I love that movie. Them surgical noses gonna collapse with all that baking soda. Especially if you already had that nose done. You already had that nose pinched. Bitch is barely standing as is, bitch. I'm a tan girl and done had people my complexion and sexy chocolate and darker Kanine's uh, complexion and with I don't discriminate giving them. You think that will stop you from getting the dick? No. Okay. The only way I don't give them the eggplant after I transition into getting post op. Okay, Cherry's attitude is extra sometimes though. Thanks, Pooh. I'm grateful for these features and want everyone to celebrate and appreciate their natural looks, even if someone has surgery as well. A man, a woman. You better say that, Anandia. I like big women also, cis women and trans women with and without ass. I'm bisexual. All right, you better say that. You me say I'm here for it. All right. Thanks, Kenny. You are beautiful, and I love your content, and you teach me a lot. Thank you, Golden Queen. More bio women need to be like her in this chat. Okay? I don't understand the hate. It really pisses me off. Like, what's the purpose? People are lower vibrational sometimes. You don't say that. Facts. 100% pure love is fucking hilarious and is. That bitch could be a motherfucking comedian if she wasn't in stealth, bitch. But you know that's how those orky girls be. Those orky girls be blending into society, girl. Those orky girls, bitch. And I'm sorry for the trauma you have had with cis women. It's unacceptable. I move with God in me and my heart, but also my own mind and heart. It's no need to hate people. Exactly. Shake it up. We need to tell we need to be ourselves. Exactly, Carla. You are different, and that's what makes you unique and beautiful. It makes no sense. Regina George with a sour pickle between her legs. Don't, oh my goodness, not the sour pickle. Sour pickle. I'm dying. Is it a sour pickle? she got you. You mean, she, got you. She's a mean person. Mostly got you. Yeah, not cool. I don't watch or want to interact with people like that. And I'm not perfect. I'm trying to be the best version of me, still doing the work. LOL. And a lot of people give her grace to be like a Regina George. Because you know, when you meet American beauty standards, like when you look like what America thinks is beautiful, they'll see it for you. But you know, never forget the bitches who propped you up. It was them nappy head nigga bitches that saw it for you first. I promise you. It was them nappy head nigga bitches that you try to rule over and give slave master teas to that saw it for you first. Against bio women, just the haters and the hater and hating stupid men who they try to investigate a fight. Girl, so I'ma say this and then I'ma get ready to wrap this video up because we've been on here for 2 hours. But girl, I saw the video where you sent me about B with the T and the trans girl that was on Bigo talking about um Solange's son had tried to holler at her Beyonce nephew. And it was just crazy that instead of saying Solange's son, they titled it Beyonce nephew. And like Solange was the one who gave birth to the child. Like this is literally Solange's child. So y'all go with the more popular name, which speaks to the intent of the content out the gate. You trying to get a coin off of Beyonce, off of Solange child and Beyonce family off of Beyonce name. Then on top of that, you say in the comment section you didn't know the tea when this girl is all over the internet talking about she trans like it's not a secret. Like this is how these girls are making their coins, spilling their tea. Like it's not like a lot of these men want trans women. These girls are literally spilling their tea off jump. That's why these dudes want it. These dudes are interested in that. That's what they literally have dating apps and dating sites for the tea. Like, and then you see all these dummies in the comment section talking about it's not a flex if you didn't tell him. She didn't have to fucking tell him. He already knew. Like y'all still on that in 2025. Like these girls literally on apps all over the place. Like if all you gotta do is just go through her social media page. All you gotta do is look through her friends list. All you gotta do is just pay attention. All you gotta do is open your eyes and look. Y'all literally like it just goes to show you how dumbed down society is when y'all saying that these girls need to tell when they literally talking about it on their social media, when they literally talking about it on Bigo, when they literally talking about it on all their platforms, when they literally carry themselves in a way that reeks of trans woman. Like, come on, stop it. Um, a parody version of themselves. Genuine acceptance might be why Cherry lashes out from insecurity of being clocked and having too many comments on her deep voice. I've seen some TS energy and got mad and made the mistake to speak plurally. I've learned it's not all just that individual, not the whole community or group. Right. That's how I feel about the things that Flame Monroe has said. Bitch, that's how she engaged with me. Y'all, the ones who have been here, y'all seen that. She's came on my platform multiple times. She ain't never been cute with me or said anything shady to me in the comment section. She deal with y'all hoes how y'all deal with her. But that's not how she deal with you as an individual. So why I'm finna get mad at her and get in my feelings when that's not how she deal with me? Like, bitch, she may feel like that in general, bitch, all y'all men, all this and that. But I know if me and Flame was to meet each other and be around each other, she wouldn't be like, hey, Mister, like she wouldn't do that. Like she's gonna treat you, if you treat her with respect, she gonna treat you with respect. I personally believe it's just like with some females who don't see us as women, who don't really truly respect us. That don't mean that when they meet you and they share space with you, they still not gonna respect your pronouns. Bitch, deep down inside, bitch, they still see you as a man. Bitch, a lot of cis people still see you as a man, but bitch, they still keep it cute when they're around you and respect your pronouns. That's how Flame is. Like the cis people. What you want? What else you want? She can get on her. The cis people do it all the time. They say, I don't look at you this way. I don't see you like this. And then when they meet you in public, because they're trying to keep it cute and be professional, they say, da 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 da, whoop de whoop de woo. I would rather know how you really feel about me than you to pretend that you feel another way and then I find out off the back end. Like I would prefer to know who you are than to be surprised by who you are. Flame is the type of person that's going to treat you with respect as long as you're respecting her. But she's letting it be clear that underneath it all, the rule of dichotomy states. That's how a lot of cis people feel. If you could deal with them, you could deal with her. I am a orcish. This is wholesome. Have y'all ever seen Jawbreaker? I saw that. Yeah, Jawbreaker is that. That's it's the energy from Jawbreaker too. Oh yeah, Solange's son got exposed, y'all. That's weird. Getting clout off of Beyonce's name and Solange baby, right? She playing stupid. Come on now, you can literally smell balls. 99% of men know the tea and wants, yep, and seeks the girls. I knew lesbians or mass presenting females, but don't know her identity. And she told me she was going to out some guy who messed with his girlfriend and a dude, but she ain't wrong for that. Yeah, because females will out you. Some cis women will out you in a minute, huh? These niggas know the energy, know how to find the girls with a special secret. If someone misgenders you, do too much mispronouncing, I will distance myself. Well, child, I just misgendered them back. You better break it down and feed the children. Had to lay my son down. If you call them a bitch, yeah, it's duality. Yeah, well, let me get ready to wrap this up for today. I will probably go live tomorrow. But good child, I'm hungry. I haven't ate yet today. I've been on this live. Child, it's 105. Oh my goodness. I missed my lunch. But what I think that I'm gonna do, I was talking about this with Anandia in the chat on Instagram last night. So what I think I'm going to do is next month, probably when I get back to New York, because it's a lot going on here, and I want to try to manage that now. But I'm going to look into a Zoom call. That way, nobody will have to pay, but it's going to be for people who really have been consistent, who have really been showing up. You're the only one who's going to have the access code. Do not share it with anybody. If you share the access code to anybody outside of the group, then that tells me that you don't want to be a part of the work because you're going to get booted out. Period. You better treat that access code, you better treat that Zoom link like the VIP it is. So, and that way people can protect their anonymity because on a Zoom call, but also on a Zoom call, you don't have to show your face. Like you can have your camera off. So if girls don't want to be, if girls don't want to show their face for whatever reason on a Zoom call, as long as I know you as a person who has been, regularly in the things. So certain topics I'm not going to have online. Certain Zoom week. Certain topics I'm not going to have online, certain topics I'm going to have on a Zoom call. And yeah, so we'll have certain topics offline in the future, like as we move into the administration for like the work that we want to do, and the comments, like when we want to plan something or plan an event, or when we're trying to do something, we're not going to discuss that online. Certain things will not be discussed online, as we prepare for the actual new year. The new year is in April. We are in the Matrix 2025, but the new year does not technically start until spring starts, when the world comes alive again, when the plants come alive, when the trees, when we go back to the sun getting closer to the earth. So we are going to have our first Zoom call around that time. So I'm gonna start planning that maybe for the end of March or the beginning of April. I'm gonna start planning the Zoom call. So be on the lookout for those details. I'm gonna get everything set up, get the Zoom account, and certain people are gonna have the link to come to the Zoom call. So so that we can have conversations offline, and everything does not have to be public. And I think what online will become more about is kikiing and getting a bag and calling shit out. And then, like, not to say that it's not all the work, because we were doing the work on this live. Because one of the things that I don't like about the trans community is we're so we can't laugh at our shortcomings. We can't laugh at our flaws. We don't have enough we can't play the whole tape. Like we want to always be protected and looked at as, that's I don't like a lot of girls have distanced themselves from me because bitch, I'm gonna play the whole tape on your ass. Just like I play the whole tape on my ass. Bitch, I've read me. Bitch, I give it to me. Bitch, I've held myself accountable. Bitch, I've sitting on this live and cried about things that I've done that I felt like were embarrassing. Bitch, I critique myself. Bitch, I'm my hardest. I judge myself the hardest, bitch. I'm hard on myself. And y'all have had to be in this comment section saying, girl, like, calm down, girl. Give yourself some space, girl. Give yourself a break, girl. Like, literally, I get on here and air myself. So other girls not being able to handle having the lens being held to them, like accountability is not the strong suit in the trans community, especially amongst black trans women. They just want you to worship them and praise them and give them compliments, but they don't want you to play the whole fucking tape. And that's another thing I don't like about the movement is we could sit up and critique cis people and call cis people out and call the black community out and hold them accountable. But the moment one of your sisters try to hold you accountable, oh no, we sisters, we not supposed to read each other. We not supposed to know, bitch. If you doing some fuck shit, you doing some fuck shit. And if you can't identify it for yourself, then allow me to identify it for you. Exactly. Exactly. So even when we kick in and high and over here, because we try to do it in a loving way, because bitch, I have read Hope, but I've also given Hope some compliments. I have read T.S. Madison, but I've also said the things that I respect about her. I have read Laverne, but I've also giving that bitch all her accolades and admitted that I've watched all this bitch shows and what and followed everything that this bitch done. So if you choose to focus on the negative things, that speaks to some work that you need to continue to do on yourself. Cause we gonna play the whole tape over here. Consistently. Consistently. hmm Accountability is unconditional love. That's what we pinned in today. Accountability is unconditional love. Accountability is a lot of people's boogeyman. That's true. Accountability is a virtue. That's right. 100% pure love. If you did, golden wait, you me said if you did not, I believe people would all understand because you're a sweetheart. We know you're a good person by the company you have on here. 100% pure love said on TSID channel. This is what transparency looks like. F hater ops. We ain't doing reels or clips. Exactly, bitch. The whole fucking tape on both sides and an after show, bitch. Not the finger to the super haters, honey. Okay, let me see if this candle gonna work today. So, Chael, I used my other lights today. Yes. So, Chael, I used my other lights today, and they're not as bright. Wait. Yeah, I use my other little lights today instead of using this big ass light over here. Bitch, that's the one that's been hurting my motherfucking eye, bitch. That's the one, bitch. I was sitting in front of that other bitch. I started getting headaches. I was like, bitch, I thought the little white thing on the front of it was, you know, but that's why I ain't have to have the main light on in the room. I just did like a little low light, little intimate, with because I got two. So the light that y'all, the smaller light that y'all saw, I have two of them. So I just put them two little lights so I can have like a little intimate, have a little intimate session today. Yeah, I just felt like doing something intimate. But I kept my obligation. I said that I was going to do a live on Saturday, and I did. I wanted to use the gavel. I wanted to get beat and use the gavel, but I'm gonna wait there because when I do, I want to get my black robe and I want to get some glasses and I want I think I'm gonna start doing the court scene with the big hair that I told y'all I don't like to wear for a long time because I think that just gets me like regal and judgy. Um, I think I'm gonna use that hair to do and you see how long this hair is, Chill. Wait. Girl, you see how long that hair is, bitch. That hair is long as hell, bitch. Girl, I think I'm gonna do that hair the first time I get ready to do the judge thing. um I'm actually like the room got a lot of stuff up in it because a lot of this stuff got to be brought back to New York. She started storing things in this room because this is really just a spare room, but I use it when I'm here. So it is a lot of stuff up in here, which explains me not really having a lot of room. Like the room has become more crowded, but these are things that I have kind of like amassed over the year because I did live here for 2 years. So when I get ready to, that's one of the reasons why I'm here now is because all of my art on the walls, it has to go to my apartment. A lot of the things that she has given me to take with me, it has to go back to my apartment. Like a lot of those things. So like we're going to one of my sisters is going to help me like with like a rental van or something, and we're going to start the process of moving some of my things home. I don't have any furniture in here. Like I got like a table and a chair, but I don't really have any big stuff that will require a U-Haul per se. But And I know that I'm not probably not going to be able to do everything in one trip. Like it's probably going to take like a couple of trips, which is fine because it's my sister. I'm gonna come back and visit her. Still, this still my family. I still love her. So, it's no rush to get all of my things out of here. It's not like she's saying, bitch, get out. But, it's time for me to spread my wings, do my own thing, be in my own house. So, I'm finna start moving, some of the bulk of my things, and the things that I need. I really want, my art there. So, when I do visit, y'all probably won't see, like when I am in this space, you probably won't see all the paintings on the wall because that's gonna be the first thing to go because I want all my art in my house. Like I want all of my art in my space. I missed my babies. Like my art is like my children. So I missed my babies. I'm ready for my babies to come home. I got a little bit of art that I saved at Pernisha's house, at my daughter's house while I was there. But I really want all of my pieces to be together now. I want all my babies to be together. And this year I want to work on consolidating them into like an installation piece. Like I want to try to montage them and bring them together so that they don't take up as much space just in case I want to create new art. It's time to tell new stories. We started talking about the gray ones, so I really want to start incorporating more gray into the narrative. Um but so I do want to do like a judge show, and I'm getting my pieces together because I think I have a robe somewhere. I think I have a judge's robe somewhere. I want to get me some type of cute little glasses. Eventually, I'm gonna go into the gray hair or some platinum hair, like some platinum kinky hair or some platinum gray hair for the conversations. But eventually, that's long term where I want to be headed at, and so I'm planning to like this platform is going to be more so just to, talk about what's going on in community, the things that trigger us and stuff like that. And I think when we get ready to have our more spiritual conversations, coming into alignment with each other, like building together long-term goals, how we're planning to weather what's coming up in this administration, how we're going to make space for each other, how we could support each other if we need to support each other, like those things, opportunities that I may have for like when we did the contest this year, that stuff will no longer be announced on YouTube. It will be for the people who are intentionally always supporting Laylim Layler and who have been loyal, who are not monitoring spirits. That will be for people who are on a Zoom call. And like I said, the ancestors always find a way to bless me and to look out for me. Um, so y'all just continue to sow y'all time and energy and and in that way, and that's good. That's good. Like so, it's time, energy, loyalty. Loyalty. I appreciate the money, but money does not always equate loyalty. Because sometimes you'll throw some money at a bitch to get them out your face, like to get a bitch to leave you alone. So money does not always equate loyalty. We always say, when we talk about the boycotts and stuff, they say the way that you have to get this system together is hit them in their pockets. But that doesn't mean they respect you. That doesn't mean they're loyal to you. That just means that they want your money. And I don't want the community that I'm building or the society that I live in to be a transactional society. That is not the world that I vision. That's not the world that I envision. And so for us to keep, and I'm going to keep using this word because this is a new word for me, for us to keep acquiescing, that's a new word. That's a new word for me. For us to keep acquiescing to this capitalistic reality by thinking that the way to get people together is to boycott them. No. Stop sowing our energy into things that don't value us to begin with, that don't respect us anyway. It shouldn't get to the point to where you have to boycott. If you would have dealt with this at the root. Um I did a video talking about this, a boycotting video on Instagram, and a white cis woman came in my comments and said, "Sir, social justice is dead. Calm down. I've had to gather two white cis women on Instagram. I mean, on TikTok. I've had to gather two white cis women on TikTok. And how I gathered them was the same way that I would have gathered Madam Speaker. I called them both, when they called me sir, they called me Mr. And I responded back and said sir and Mr. Because let me explain something to my turf Caucasian women. Bitch, you're not gonna play those games with me that you play with Sarah McBride. Do you understand me? Because you may be in closer proximity to white tea supremacy. You may be in closer proximity to the whiteification. You may be in closer proximity to the white patriarchy, but you are not in closer proximity to the divine mother, to divinity. Even with the penis that I was born with, I am still in more in proximity to the great mother, to the divine mother, to the divine feminine, based on this. So play with MAGA, play with Donald and Elon, but don't play with me, bitch. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Bitch, I get them together every time. Play with Sarah McBride. Do that with Sarah McBride. But bitch, that ship not gonna sail here. Do that to them black men that want your Caucasian pussy and want to breed them biracial children with you. And I'm not against biracial children. I wish we had. I wish all the children would become biracial, and I wish those biracial children would sleep with black people and become browner until everything is cocoa and chocolate again. Until everything is caramel and cocoa and chocolate and darker. I wish you all would lay down with some melanin and then lay down with some more melanin and lay down with some more melanin until it's all melanin again. Oh, what a beautiful night. Ladies' night. Oh, what a night. I want you to lay with and keep laying and go in that direction. Fix yourselves. Heal yourselves. And stop trying to stay pale and siphon things from us. Cause that's what y'all doing. Y'all trying to stay pale and eat off us. Instead of just re-emerging yourself in that Black Sea. Submerge yourself. Come home. Prodigal son. Come home. Come home, prodigal son. Come home. That's literally what this piece is about. If you notice, it's all these planets, and all the planets are dark. And you see these infinity symbols, and you see all of these dark planets. You see all of these different dark color planets, and you see the gates is surrounded by all these different suns. All of these different suns is at the gate, and it's this one little white one, and the mouth is open. The mouth of all these, it's a mouth open like a Pac-Man, and it's all this melanin, and we waiting on you to come home. Immerse yourself, submerge yourself. Come home, baby. The prodigal son. You see the melanin inside of it. You see the little specks of melanin. You see the truth inside of it. You see the little dots of truth inside of it. Come home, baby. Come home. It's a whole universe that you've been running from, trying to hold on to this little corner over here. But bring your ass home. YT is the real prodigal son. YT. That's the real prodigal son. Bring your ass home. You've been out there in them streets too long trying to prove a point, baby. Come on home. Come on home, Pookie. Come on home. Dip your ass in the water and get back right. Okay, ain't no motherfucking Sarah smile, bitch, over here. I ain't going back with a bitch who can't take the stuff. Ain't going back with a bitch who can't take. I agree, Kenny. Just keep where she her. It's too much playing going on. Period. Go play. Go play with Sarah. I will smack fire out your ass. Karen dog air will get snatched when necessary. I don't want no chicken skin cooter. A season tilapia taco. Beautiful picture. Yes, I see it. Thank you, Jet Black Hair 92. Diet Melody. If you was to meet me in person, my skin color be caramel tan like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like yo rapper, my favorite song, Black Pearl. Black Pearl, pretty little girl, let me lift you up where you belong. Black Pearl, precious little girl. If you've been in the background too long. Kaneen and everyone, I gotta run. I'll be back. I enjoyed the conversation. I will talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend. Thank you. Okay. So we getting ready to close out. The candle is lit. Bound and round, both circle and square, we too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, ill by both of our, which means we come in peace, no harm to any lelim lela. Iangani Iyanko Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God Goddess, and if I am, you know that you are. You don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business. This candle represents the ancestors who have come, the ancestors who are here, and the ancestors who will come. As we blow out this candle on the physical plane, it grows with intensity, purpose, and passion, preparing us for times that are now. As I blow out this candle, let us acknowledge the ancestors who are not here. Let us acknowledge the ancestors who are here. And let us acknowledge the ancestors who will come and join us in this fight for our liberation and true freedom. Those who live authentically, with integrity, and exercise accountability, no matter what social or economic standing, gender, sex, race, or creed. We love you. We acknowledge you. A man, a woman, Lelim, Lela. All right, y'all. Thank you, Sovereign. Thank you for the gray and purple hearts. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I will check in with y'all tomorrow. Later. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Thank you to 100% Pure Love. Thank you to Anandia. Thank you to you, me. Thank you to Jet Black Hair. Thank you to. I'm scrolling. I missed Aaron on here. I think Aaron was on here in the beginning. But child, Aaron must have been enjoying his day off, honey. But yes, thank you to everyone who contributed to the conversation. I love y'all so much for y'all energy and sharing y'all time and space for me. I appreciate you so much. I love you, love you. Mwah. Y'all have a beautiful day. Later. Enjoy your weekend. Well, enjoy your more mint. Not week. Your more mint. Later.